Hello, my dear strange friends. It's I, Fear the Great White, and I'm so happy to be back and to have the chance to see you all again. I've got some very special stories for you today. 3 to be precise. All written by Killahawk 1. The first one, kind of a devilish tale called Daemons. The second one is called Gaze. I think the gist of it is much better left to surprise. The third is called In the Broad Sense. I think you'll be equally pleased with the surprising outcome. I hope you all enjoy today's video. Don't forget, hit that like button, leave me a comment, share it with somebody you think might like it, and for God's sakes, hit that sub button. I Fear the Great White. Here are the stories. This is Daemon. Amongst the dark spirits and beasts that prey upon man, I am the most wicked of them all. Nevertheless, man embraces me most above all others. No need have I to impose my will, or to possess man's body, to have my bidding done. Thou offer thyself freely unto me, absent of all reservation and without hesitation. For if thou abandon me, I will damn thy soul. If thou reject me, thou shalt be shunned and scorned. Consider this. Why dost thou call out to me? Is it eternal life thou crave? Is it heavenly rewards thou seek? I promise eternal paradise simply for the servitude of you and that of your offspring. I offer it to thee freely. It matters not. This priceless gift costs me nothing, for only when thou take in breath no more is my payment due. For I am the voice in the silence of unanswered prayers. I am the healing thou seek when death and disease embrace thy children. I am the signs and warnings in the heavens and stars thou see as omens of future days to come. I am the high ground stood upon when thou condemns thy neighbor to hell in the name of forgiveness and love. I am the reason thou kill for dogma and belief. Alas, do not despair, my beloved children, for I am not without benevolence or kindness. I grant strength to overcome thy fears of the unknown. I give it thee sight that allows thee to envision hope beyond the tragedies and misfortunes of life. I provide comfort from the continuous sound of death's inevitable approach. I am the purpose of pain. I am the reward from loss. And I am the love in the absence. Nonetheless, take heed, for millions of thy brothers and sisters have lost their lives in my name. Wickedness, sin, and destruction follow in my path. I turn fathers against sons and daughters against mothers. Every god must kneel before me, for I grant them their power. I am the chains that bind man's soul to heaven and hell. From the beginning, my kind has dwelt amongst man. Daemons, populate thy history in abundance, and man has given us many names. I have one name, one holy name thou exalts above all others. Summon me, and I will come. Calleth on me, and abandon thy logic of thought and reason of mind. Speaketh my name, and surrender to me. Surrender unto faith. That was Daemon, written by Killerhawk 1.
Watching. I have something I must confess. I have been watching you. Yes, right this very second. Unaware of my proximity, I've been watching you for the past several days. You have such a lovely home, full of space and dark corners. I like the dark. All that time, I've been in your house, just watching you. Well, not just watching, but we'll come to that later. I watch you perform your nightly routines before slipping into your bed and under your warm blankets. I'll watch until you fall asleep. I am there to see you awaken in the morning to daybreak's new light. I am so still. My stare remains unbroken and undisturbed for hours and hours. You are so beautiful when you sleep. I wish you could see yourself as I see you. Your body is a sensual furnace of heat that radiates plumes, endless of vibrant red, orange, and yellow flames as you slumber. I bask in your warmth and light. Your rhythmic rising and falling of your chest is the source of a breath that can ignite the very air around you, announcing to the universe that you are here and you are alive. And the beauty of the spectacle can hold me in a trance the entire night until the morning light forces me to retreat to my dark haven. Other nights, I come to you. You don't even feel my touch. Up and down your arms and thighs, I touch you with the utmost care. I would never want to disturb you while you slept. Your skin, it's so soft and delicate, so much unlike mine. Your body is a landscape of ecstasy with a new wonder just waiting to be discovered and explored. Your aroma is intoxicating and evokes an insatiable hunger that I surrender to and gorge upon. I then quietly make my way back to my hiding place. I am hidden well before the first rays of dawn peek through the windows. I am so quiet, you never realized I was there. You awake and go about your life as you would any other day, while I sleep content, but still filled with anticipation for what the following night will bring. I see that you have noticed the marks I left behind. Marks on your thighs and arms and throughout your body. I know they hurt, and I am truly sorry for that. But things like that are unavoidable when it comes to matters such as these. I am always so careful that my kisses are soft and delicate. I kiss your body ever so lightly and cautiously. I would not dare spill a single drop of your blood. It saddens me that soon I will have to share you with others. However, I know that you will be just as beautiful to them as you are to me. I know their touch will be equally as delicate as mine has been. My eggs will hatch any day now. The little ones will most likely hide within the mattress and frame of your bed, a trait for which we earned our namesake. I much prefer the nightstand next to your bed. The tiny crevice on its side allows me to look upon your face for as long as I desire. It is from here that I simply gaze and wait for our next encounter. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Wake up bright in the morning light to do what's right with all your might. That was Gaze, also written by Killerhawk 1.
There's something wrong with me. I cannot hide it anymore. It's becoming more evident each and every day. And my family is becoming suspicious. Even before, I've never really fit in, and I've always been considered the peculiar one. But they can tell this is different. They can sense something is not quite right. I see Their sideways glances and curious stares that linger in my direction just a bit too long for my comfort. Some even reach out to me, but I draw away. I can't let them get too close to me. They would know without a doubt that I am different and I'm dirty. Once there was a time when my entire world revolved around my mother. She spoke with such authority and strength, yet her voice was tempered with tenderness and affection. She could always be heard singing, and none could match her tone in sound or beauty. The beautiful melodies she created were the only reward I ever desired. It was all I ever needed. Until one day, I thought I heard the singing from another. For one brief moment, I listened to this strange voice instead of my mother. A momentary distraction. That's all it was. That was all it needed. Nothing is the same anymore. I go about my day and complete my chores. I do everything I am supposed to do, but it's different now. I am different now. The sweet, soothing melody of my mother's voice echoes in the distance, but now there is another voice. This voice is dark and cold, and it clouds my mind and distorts my thoughts. It constantly whispers to me from the darkness. At first, it was distant and far, but it grows closer with each second. It is so close that I feel its tongue flicking against my skin. When it whispers, I cry out for help, but it restrains my speech. It takes control of my limbs and forces me away from the sight of the others. My mother is completely unaware of my absence. I struggle with all my might, but it overpowers me and manipulates me like a puppet on a string, one leg in front of the other. It marches me out into the forest, beyond the safety of my home, granting no rest or reprieve. Farther away I go, the voice of my mother fades into the distance. Overcome with fear, I fight frantically to regain control of my body and It answers my struggles. It sternly makes it known. It is much, much more than just a mere voice in my head. I can now feel it moving. The pain in my skull is causing flashes of light to explode in front of my eyes as I shuffle onwards. It haunts my body in an unfamiliar place, deep within the forest. An invisible hand forcibly grabs the back of my head and slams it to the ground. It pries my mouth open to an abnormal width and clamps my mandibles down on the long stem of a large green leaf. I feel my muscles in my 6 extremities being severed, making them useless and immobile. Its writhing and squirming grow inside my head. Its body slides and presses along the inner surface of my skull. The pressure and pain build, and the lights grow dim before my eyes. Darkness falls over my eyes, and the chill of the forest floor creeps over me completely. Stillness and silence settle heavily upon me. Suddenly, I think I hear faint singing coming from the distance. It's a melody I know very well, a tune often sung by my mother. It takes away all the fear and pain of the moment. I begin to hum along to the comforting lullaby. Darkness falls completely within the explosion of a fleshy, wet stalk emerging from the top of my head. The creature emerges from the shell that was its womb, glad to be rid of the vessel now dead at its feet. It reaches up towards the sky like the phoenix of old and basks in its own magnificence. It is always invigorated by its rebirth. It would now begin to grow. That is all it needs to do. In time, its spores will appear and start to fruit all over its body. The spores are separate, but still of one mind and one body. They will leave this place and travel on the currents of the air and cross the lands near and far. They will search and listen for the voice of another royal mother. Their only desire is for her children to listen to its song instead of hers. Just a single moment is all it needs. Unilaterus. O. unilaterus is a specialized fungal parasite that infects, manipulates, and kills formicine ants. It has been referred to as the zombie ant fungus. Under the control of the fungus, the infected ants are forced to abandon their colony and travel along the forest floor, where they clamp themselves to the underside of a leaf and remain until death from the fungal spores emerging from the head of the ant. Ophiocordyceps unilaterus. Latin to English translation, in the broad sense.
What's up, family? It's me, Really Great White again. I hope you enjoyed those 3 creepypastas. The first one was Daemon's. The second one was Gaze. The third one was In the Broad Sense. I hope you're all having a great weekend so far. I just want to say a special thank you for 96 subs as of a few minutes ago. You guys are awesome. I love you all. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. If you want to join this freaky fair family, click that sub button. And for God's sakes, don't forget to click the bell, just in case you want to get notified when a new video comes out. As always, I love you all. I'm Fear the Great White, and I'm out. Bye.